How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Just Always Podcast. I'm your host, Ryan.
And I'm your host, Dan.
And today we're doing a podcast.
Woo!
If you're new to the channel, please smash the subscribe button and also hit the like button and comment what you guys want us to talk about next week, and we'll talk about it. So let's get into the podcast.
Yeah, so today we were talking about Doomsday and a possible new storyline, but also new castings that may have been revealed, but also how that could reveal the future of Marvel. So first, I want to talk about a theory that I talked about on TikTok, and this theory was about Loki.
Okay.
Now, Loki will play a bigger role than we think in this movie, Avengers Doomsday. Because when you look at this comic, it's called Avengers Forever, Volume 2.
Yeah.
This is where Loki becomes Avenger Prime. Now, this is a multiversal Loki that was bad, but now becomes good, kind of like in the MCU.
Yeah.
And he travels the multiverse, forming a multiversal Avengers to fight Doctor Doom to save realities.
Seems very likely now.
It lines up perfectly with the MCU Loki. He
Uh-huh.
was bad, and now he's good, and he's watching over the multiverse.
Right.
So the theory is that Loki is actually the one bringing the Fantastic Four. He's bringing the X-Men to the 616. He's the one causing this space crisis, and he's forming a multiversal Avengers because he would be the only one that knows that Doctor Doom is coming.
Wow. That's pretty
It
good.
makes a lot of sense.
It does make a lot of sense.
Now, also in this comic, Loki travels the multiverse and he starts to realize that every version of Loki is the reason that the Avengers form. So he knows
yeah.
that he's the one who has to form the Avengers to protect all of reality because no Avengers team forms without a Loki.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so Loki will possibly be the reason why, like, he's playing behind the scenes. We all think Doom's playing behind the scenes right now, but Loki's also playing behind the scenes because he's watching over the multiverse. So he's bringing all these heroes to Earth 616.
Yeah, it makes sense that a lot of things are happening off screen, right?
Yes.
Like we see Sam Wilson's forming his group of the Avengers, right? But we're not going to see that on screen of him doing it. It's
Right.
already happening. Revealing the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that Doom's working off the screen, Loki's working off screen. There's a lot of characters working off screen, but they're going to come together with their end results in
Right.
Doomsday.
And what's crazy about this, the team that he forms.
Yeah.
Now, he has like multiple Captain Americas. He has multiple Thors. He has like Ant-Man. He has Phoenix Force Wolverine. Like he has some crazy heroes, like variants.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that in either Doomsday or Secret Wars, we're going to get some ridiculous looking variants. Like these guys are insane. Phoenix Force Wolverine, that dude's basically not going to die.
Well, obviously.
Yeah. So it's like, but you see what I mean? Like,
yeah.
it's like this super OP team. But
Yeah.
Doctor Doom also has like his OP team because in this comic, Doctor Doom like has his team
Yeah.
and he has like whatever, like Mephisto or whatever, and then he has like Killmonger, right? So he has his team. So
Right.
it's gonna be team versus team, Loki's team versus Doctor Doom's team.
Oh my gosh, I think you just hit it on the head.
I think that might be it.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Because, like, when you look at Loki's story arc with the TVA and everything, they really emphasize Loki these last 6-7 years.
Right. So it's totally playing into that Loki hero arc, right? And in this comic, it kind of plays into the Loki hero arc.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think that storyline is fitting? Like, do you think that's like a way they could go?
I think 100%. And on top of that, the reason why I think there's going to be like crazy variants is because today or yesterday, Robert Downey Jr. posted on Instagram a photo of him reading Jeremy Renner's book.
Okay.
But he's wearing like it's similar to what he wore when he plays Iron Man when he has to like put the mask on.
Oh, like the skin suit.
Yeah, it's like, but it's not gray like motion capture. It's like this blue, dark colored suit that's like kind of like you could see through a little bit.
Yeah, because
It's like a muscle suit almost.
Yeah, because what he did in Endgame, I think he would wear like the top half of his armor, but then everything else was like.
Right, but it wasn't the top half of his armor.
Okay.
But he had dots on his face for motion capture.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, so if he has motion captured dots on his face,
Yeah.
that means that they're capturing some sort of performance underneath something.
Yeah.
Or his face is gonna be different.
Or they're gonna put his face on something.
I mean, it looks like what they did for Iron Man.
Oh, Iron Man's coming back.
You know what I mean? With the dots on his face.
Because there is an Iron Man in this comic.
And we know the rumors are like he's gonna be playing
Multiple roles. This is what I think is gonna happen.
Okay.
I think it's obviously very loosely going to follow this comic, possibly.
Yeah.
Now, I think that Loki will form this team, and we're going to see that he's the one forming this team in Doomsday, but I think they're just going to end up losing. It's going to be like this huge thing, like he brings everyone together and they're going to lose. It's going to be like kind of like an Infinity War thing. They're going to come all together and they're going to lose. And then Secret Wars, they're going to find a way to bring like a bunch of heroes, like a crazy amount. And then that's going to be like the whole like way to defeat Doom.
Do you think there's a chance? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because it's been revealed. Do you think they're going to split Secret Wars into 2 movies?
Ooh, that could be interesting. Like a 2.5 hour and a 2.5 hour type of thing, or even
Yeah.
a 3 hour and a 3 hour. Gosh, that'd be pretty cool if they did that. Also, another question. Do you think Loki is going to die?
Do I think Loki's gonna die?
Yeah, like the multiversal Loki, like Loki Prime, pretty much. Avenger Prime.
I'm just really not sure because he already kind of made his big sacrifice.
Right.
Is there a chance?
Twice.
Yeah. Is there a chance he makes another big one? Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, this comic, this could also be Secret Wars. Like, he forms the multiversal Avengers for Secret Wars. And that's how they end up winning.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So they try themselves. The 616 universe tries themselves.
Yeah.
And then Loki comes in and says, no, let me help you. Forms a new team.
Right.
With them. Yeah, I think that's possible. I also feel like Tom Hiddleston's pretty young still. So he could do this for a while.
Yeah.
All I know is that Secret Wars is supposed to be the beginning of the new MCU.
That's true. So it could be Doomsday where he does this and they lose, and then Secret Wars they win, and then new thing happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so another thing came out. So apparently there's been new set photo releases that have come out on Twitter.
Of Doomsday?
Of Doomsday.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Now this one is very out there. Okay. I don't know how credible this person is, but a lot of people were like kind of speculating that this is big news.
Okay.
Okay. So apparently people saw Patrick Schwarzenegger on set.
Okay.
And he's wearing sunglasses.
What?
And they were trying to cover him up with umbrellas.
So
Now,
wait, he's Cyclops?
people are saying that he may be the new Cyclops.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's possible. The
It's
guy's,
possible.
like, hot right now.
Yeah, so I don't know if this is like a huge thing, like this is actually happening, because this is a pretty big reveal. Because that means that there will be new X-Men, but possibly a new X-Men mixed with like Hugh Jackman. Because we know Hugh Jackman's going to stay for a while more.
Yeah, he wants to stay.
Yeah, so it could be a new X-Men with Hugh Jackman leading, and it kind of just revealed that we're getting a new team, and James Marsden may not be continuing after this.
Wow. It'd
Yeah.
be kind of cool to see James Marsden maybe mentor a young Cyclops and then
He goes
dies.
bye-bye. But yeah, a lot of people are speculating that since he was seen shooting in London, and on this set, they're covering him with umbrellas, and he has sunglasses on, that he's possibly the new Cyclops.
Is there photos of this?
There is photos. Now, you see like people like covering with him with umbrellas, but then you see someone like get his side profile, and he's wearing sunglasses, and he has like slicked hair.
Oh gosh. Why did they should just took the sunglasses off?
I know. But
What
then
the heck?
see, what's crazy, it's kind of like this whole, like, because people saw that it was him, but then when they were trying to like snap photos, they only got his side profile and then the sunglasses and his hair.
Okay, so let me ask you this. When
Yeah.
you saw it, did you say yourself that looks like Cyclops?
No. Or no, I thought it could be because of the hair and the glasses.
What color was the hair?
Black, kind of like reddish. So we'll see. I don't know. It could be like this person could be like completely lying, and it's like totally not him. And it could just be like a different person they're covering up.
But it's on the set of Doomsday.
That's what they're claiming.
Okay. Wow. Breaking news.
Do you think, though, there should be a completely new X-Men? Or should it be a mix? Should it be a mix with, like, Hugh Jackman, James McAvoy, and Michael Fassbender
I think-
with new cast?
Yeah, I agree. I think the mix could be good.
Yeah.
Could be refreshing. I don't necessarily think we need to do a whole reboot and restart the X-Men. Take some parts that are good
Mm-hmm.
and just let them roll with some really talented young actors and see
Yeah.
how it goes. I think it's a great idea. I mean, people may disagree with me, but on paper right now, as we're talking, I'm like, hey, I think that's a great option.
Yeah.
Keep some nostalgia and people that know the roles really well, and then bring in some new talented actors that can
Fill in the shoes.
fill in the shoes and bring something new to the table.
Another thing is, okay, this is kind of crazy.
Okay.
Nev Campbell might be joining the X-Men.
I saw that.
Now, a lot of credible leakers are saying this, like insiders are saying this.
Okay.
So apparently it's for X-Men 90. Some are saying for X-Men 97, but some are also saying for Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah.
Like she's going to do both.
Okay.
Now, she's going to be playing a character called Polaris.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys don't know Polaris is Magneto's daughter and Wanda Maximoff's half-sister.
Oh.
Okay, so they could kind of play into that in Doomsday because we know we're getting Magneto,
Yeah.
and we could possibly may or may not be getting Wanda. I
Right.
don't know. But Polaris has very similar powers to Magneto. Like she can control like magnetic fields and whatnot.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like adding her to Doomsday doesn't really like add much. Like because it's obviously a new character, but it doesn't add much to what we know already. Like we know we're getting X-Men.
Yeah.
So it's not a huge shock that we're getting another X-Men.
Right.
So do I think it like changes the story completely? Definitely not. But it's definitely a cool piece of news.
Yeah. I think it's exciting when they just keep adding new characters because then it kind of just shows like the story could go in any direction.
Right.
Like you have this huge cast, right?
Yeah,
Who knows what happens now?
that is true. Like they could totally play into her character now.
Yeah.
Or they could totally just, it's like a cameo.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing I want to talk about, the future of Marvel. Okay.
Yes.
There's been a lot of rumors going out around this week that Jake Schreier or Ryan Coogler could be the ones directing the future X-Men films.
Yeah.
Now, we know Jake and Ryan both created like two of the best movies so far of 2025.
Yes. Sinners and Thunderbolts.
Yes. So I'm curious to know what you guys think. Like, who do you want? Because I think either way, it's going to be freaking great.
Yeah, you want to know what I saw with Sinners?
Yeah.
That he did a really good job with the ensemble.
Exactly.
You know, it kind of like when they're in the juke joint at the end and they're kind of like posted up.
Right.
They look like the Avengers to me.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, obviously, Ryan Coogler knows the universe very well, too, right? He's proven Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
Great ensemble cast.
Exactly.
So I love Jake.
Yeah. He also did a great job with an ensemble, too.
Yeah. Oh, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Can you imagine if they do it together?
There we go. They developed the new Russo brother team up.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys think, though, because obviously Jake and Ryan, both very talented directors, probably some of the best directors of our generation.
Yeah.
So let us know what you guys think. I think that'd be great if they do it together, but based off of like Ryan Coogler's background in the MCU, I think he could do a pretty dang good job.
I agree. I think so. I think that'd be really cool if he's interested in it. I don't know if he's expressed interest in X-Men, but
yeah.
That'd be cool if he does.
So we'll see. Okay, moving on to movie news. Okay, apparently, according to a credible leaker, My Time to Shine Hello on Twitter, Thor 5 is in the works.
Yes.
Taika Waititi will not return.
Right.
Chris Hemsworth is pushing for Sam Hargrave to direct. If you guys don't know, Sam Hargrave did Chris Hemsworth's recent movie, Extraction 2. Now, Extraction 2 had some of the craziest action.
Yeah.
Like craziest. If you guys haven't watched it, there's a scene where it's like a huge oneer where there's no cuts. It's like this insane prison escape. It's probably one of the craziest oneers in history because all the stuff they had to pull off in that oneer is insane.
Was it a true oneer or was there some hidden cuts?
I think there was one cut.
Was
maybe
there?
One.
Okay.
But it's still like a pretty crazy oneer.
It's a crazy action sequence. We'll say that.
Yeah, we'll say it's a crazy action sequence.
But you know what that tells me, though? If Chris Hemsworth is pulling for Sam Hargraves?
Yeah.
I think he's trying to go for a rated R Thor.
Yeah, I think that's what I was just going to say. I think he's going for a really dark and serious story.
Yeah. Where it's going to be like some crazy action.
Yeah. And I think that's what Thor needs, especially after Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
He needs this like dark arc.
Yeah, this a reset.
Yeah. And the reason why I think this could be good is because Thor is going to see his brother be the hero of all of Marvel, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Of the entire multiverse. And he's probably going to see him die again. And he's going to have to, like, have this whole dark arc.
I mean, how many times could the bro see his bro die? Like,
no, I know. But I think finally seeing him as, like, the protector.
Yeah.
And he's more of a hero than technically Thor is right now.
That's true.
So I think it would, like, totally break Thor. And it would have Thor kind of go on, like, this rampage.
Yeah, I would love to see Thor just, like, blood and guts and going for it, you know?
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Okay, so some new news about Spider-Man Brand New Day. Okay, now this news, you guys have to kind of chime in on this because this news like really confused me. We've talked about it past few weeks, like how Brand New Day is looking for a female villain or just a female character in general between like the ages like 30 and 50. Now new news has broken out that there will be a dark villain, like dark mysterious villain that is dressed in like shinobi samurai type attire. So I was trying to look like, okay, who could this possibly be? So I was trying to like research on who like possibly like wears like shinobi like kind of like attire.
Yeah.
And what came up was it could be Lady Bullseye, which it's like a lady version of Bullseye, and she wears like a ninja outfit.
Okay.
Which I don't think would really work out much, but there's also one named Typhoid Mary who works for Kingpin, and she sometimes wears like samurai looking clothes, and she has like telekinesis.
Okay. Which could be possible.
Which could be possible. But if we're going to get like X-Men and everything in Doomsday, and this is going to be after Doomsday.
No, it takes place before Doomsday.
But it's going to come out after.
Right.
And so I guess we can kind of get like a mutant-ish type of villain. But I'm just trying to figure out who else could this be? Because
I mean, could it be a Silver Samurai from like Wolverine?
I guess in just a female version?
Yeah.
It could be that. Yeah. Because that was also a possibility, Silver Samurai.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to figure out because the costume department was like, they said they're trying to look for like shinobi samurai outfits. And I'm like, that's so like it's so random.
I mean, if I remember correctly from like the video games, remember you would fight Mr. Negative and his goons? They kind of had like Shogun looking masks and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, they did, huh? Yeah, you're right.
I mean, maybe
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Negative will probably be a villain in this.
Yeah.
And then it's that. It's got to be that because the goons, male or female, will be wearing those masks.
Right.
You
I think
did it.
that's what it is.
I think you did it.
And I think they're looking for females or males from ages 30 to 50 that could just be the goons.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah. Well, that makes a lot of sense now. Okay. Another piece of news is Haley Atwell, I guess, was asked about like taking Captain Carter to like the next level and making her super like crazy, right? Making her story more prominent in like possibly the MCU. And she said that she would love that. And that she would like, she thinks that's what she needs. And she's like, kind of like the character's kind of like underserved. So when she was asked about that and she answered like that, I was kind of like, are you saying you're in it? And you're saying you're Captain Carter? She's like almost like alluding to like that she needs that. So I'm like, okay, does that mean you're getting that in Avengers Doomsday?
Yeah.
Because she's rumored to be in it.
Her chair wasn't on the back?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking she will come back as Captain Carter and that she's going to team up with Steve, like from a variant of Steve. But I think we're going to get the live action Captain Carter to be like not the multiverse of madness Captain Carter. I also want to talk about like, we don't know how much cast is left in this, but I have to assume that Haley Atwell and Captain Carter will make an appearance. I honestly think that they're waiting till Comic-Con to release the rest of the cast.
I think that's a good assumption. They're definitely saving something like Hugh Jackman, Halle Berry.
Yeah. Who do you think is going to come out on stage? Because they're definitely doing something for Doomsday at Comic-Con. They're going to show more than just cast. They're going to show the cast, but I think they might show like some like teaser-ish stuff.
I think they're going to go Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Wolverine. I think they're going to go Halle Berry Storm. I think they're going to go Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be kind of like the big reveal.
Okay.
And then maybe they bring out James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender.
Oh. I possibly think that they might show partially of what Doom could look like.
I think you're right.
I think that's possible. I mean, they did the whole thing like revealing Robert Downey Jr., right?
Yeah.
I think they might give us a little sneak peek of what Doom was going to look like.
I think they might bring out the Fantastic Four, the original Fantastic Four.
You think so?
I think so.
Dude, I really think they're probably going to be in this movie.
Because Michael Chiklis
Yeah.
and Young
Gruffin?
They were at the Liverpool Comic-Con together.
Oh, and they were doing the 4.
I think so. But like they're kind of like trying to get back in the spotlight.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're in it.
They might be in it.
When you look at Avengers Doomsday and how like we're leading up to it, you're looking at Thunderbolts, New Avengers, and then we're going to get Fantastic Four. Then we're going to get Doomsday. Doomsday's like next. Do you think we're going to see Doom? Like, is Doom going to be a bigger role in Fantastic Four so we could lead into Doomsday? Or are we going to get introduced to Doom in Doomsday?
Oh, it's so hard to think about because part of me feels like Doom needs to be revealed in
Fantastic Four, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking because I feel like it's going to need to move really quick in Doomsday if we don't get Doom in Fantastic Four. This is what I think, okay? If they're filming post-credit scenes for the Thunderbolts like a few weeks ago or a month or two ago, right? And they're on the set of Doomsday and they're putting it in the movie like that. They could definitely be filming Doom as a post-credit scene. And we know the Russo brothers will probably direct one of the post-credit scenes in Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Because they did it for Thunderbolts. So if they're going to take on the set on Doomsday, Russo brothers direct it, and they're going to just put it in the movie, I think they're going to give us like maybe a 3 to 5 minute post-credit scene introducing us to Doom.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
I think that's very possible, though, because they basically gave us probably the longest MCU post-credit scene in the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
And it revealed a lot into Doomsday. So I think in the Fantastic Four, they're going to have to do something like that too.
Yeah.
Especially because we see the Fantastic Four ship in the Thunderbolts post-credit scene.
Yeah. Oh, there's a part of me that feels like when I look back at the Infinity Saga,
yeah,
they had like a lot of time to get to Infinity War.
Right.
But now that we're approaching like the 2 big Avengers movies, I'm like, oh wow, this like it's coming up.
Yeah,
like
it's
I
coming
wonder
fast.
how much story they can tell before it comes out.
Right.
So yeah, I think they have to really use Fantastic Four first steps. Maybe they will use it a lot. Maybe like the trailer footage we've seen is only from like the first 20 minutes of the movie. You never know.
There was also some news that I think I saw that Fantastic Four was going for reshoots of post-credit scenes.
Oh, I did see that too.
Yeah, so it makes sense that they are shooting a Doomsday post-credit scene for Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So I think there's something there. Another piece of news, short piece of news, but Matthew Lillard is joining the MCU. He's joining second season of Daredevil Born Again, and he said it's a very small role, but
he's in it.
He's in it.
He made it.
Yeah.
Another crazy thing that happened, I think it was announced today or yesterday, was the new Office spinoff show.
Yes, the paper.
The paper, which will be about a newspaper business
Within
company,
the universe.
within the Dunder Mifflin universe. Oscar Martinez.
He's in the photo.
He's in the photo as a returning cast member.
Dude, what the heck?
I think there's a lot of hope. A lot of Greg Daniels is coming back. A lot of the writers from the original Office show are coming back. So I think there's a lot of upside to this spin-off show. Yeah. Spin-off shows tend to struggle. Like if you look at Suits had 2 spin-off shows. Both were canceled. But I think there's a lot of hope for The Office. I mean, Ricky Gervais is coming back as producer.
Wow.
Who did the UK version of The Office. So there's a lot of potential here. And I think it comes out in September.
Oh, soon.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, everybody look out for the paper. Okay, another piece of news is about Michael B. Jordan. Okay? Michael B. Jordan is actually going to start producing a show that's a Creed spin-off show.
What?
Yeah, and it's going to follow kids like training in the gym from Creed, and it's going to be produced by Michael B. Jordan.
So it's about kids training in his gym?
Or like young boxers training in that gym.
Okay.
The reason why I think this could work is because, yes, Michael B. Jordan, I remember he was talking about like implementing like anime into Creed 3, and it didn't work out too well.
I thought it was pretty cool to watch.
No, I thought it was cool too, but a lot of people did not like it.
Oh.
But when you think about a show now, and if Michael B. Jordan likes that anime style and keeps that, I think it could work in a show setting. And
Animated?
No. Like the anime style that he used in Creed 3.
Is he doing an anime show or live action?
Live action. But you know how he was saying for Creed 3, he wanted to implement like some anime aspects into like the fighting and everything. So I think him doing that into a show could be good. Because a lot of people were like, it doesn't make sense in the movie. Like it's too like unrealistic or something. But like it's realistic. It's just like putting you in a different setting.
And maybe from a kid's perspective, like if they did anime stuff, like if the kid is doing the anime action sequence, maybe it makes more sense because like the kid's imagination, like it kind of plays into that more.
I think this show could be good. I honestly want a Creed 4.
I'd rather have a Creed 4, but
yeah, I'd rather have a Creed 4 too, but it's going to be interesting because I wonder if Michael B. Jordan's going to be in it.
I'm sure he's going to be like here and there.
Yeah, but I feel like I would want him to be more part of it.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
Right? We would all want him to be more part of it. But I think he's trying to find a way to keep the franchise alive and, not have to really be in it.
Okay, another piece of news. We also got the teaser recently, but Fallout Season 2 is coming out soon.
Yes. It just finished filming.
Yeah. And it got renewed for Season 3.
Oh, okay.
So we're getting more Fallout.
Yeah, I mean, we know that they're going to New Vegas in Season 2.
Oh, is that what that scenery was?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I really loved the first season. I think there's a lot of exciting places they can go with the show, a lot of new stories, a lot of alternate stories too they can go, like if they want to do spin-off shows. The world is very vast, as we know in the video games. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they do it.
Okay, another thing is The Last of Us most recent episode 5, I believe. This episode was good, but the only thing that I thought was a little bit weird is I think they're letting Ellie get bit too much. I mean, in the game, she really only gets bit like twice. So I'm like, and here it looks like she's getting like dang near eaten. So I was kind of
we get it.
Yeah,
she's a moon.
Yeah. So like when they're fighting like all these like stalkers, right? It was like she's like has like 2 or 3 stalkers on her.
Yeah.
And she's like defenseless. So like they're almost like she could still die, you know,
from like injuries and blood loss.
Right. It's not like she is completely immune to death.
Yeah.
She's just immune to the infection.
Yeah.
Something that I thought was good. I liked the scene with Ellie and Nora. It was very well done. I thought it looked like the game.
Yeah. The side by side's pretty good, I think.
Yeah. But the way it ended the episode is actually pretty big. We're going to start to get the flashbacks now.
Because Joel, we're supposed to get 2 more Pedro Pascal appearances.
Oh, 2?
2 more.
Okay. So we're going to go back to before Ellie knows what Joel did at the hospital. And there's going to be like that whole thing where like they go into like the spaceship. They go like, he's like gives her like that whole astronaut thing.
Yeah. Because
we all know Ellie wants to be an astronaut, likes space. So I think that's going to go down in this next episode. And then possibly in the next episode, we're going to get where she's a little older and then she finds out what Joel did. And that's going to bring the disconnect together in a way.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. There's still a lot of story to tell.
Yeah. And I'm not sure. I think there's supposed to be 8 episodes. It definitely seems like since they're progressing it like pretty quick, I think season 3 is going to be like the whole Ellie going after Abby again later.
Yeah. And it'll be done after season 3.
I think so. Unless they split that up into 2.
Which they could.
And add some story in there. Okay, moving on to Would You Rather.
Would you rather?
Okay, would you rather live in the world of Walking Dead where you have to survive, or would you rather live in the world of Mad Max where raiders are always after you?
Oh.
This is a kind of tough one, but I think I know what I would pick.
I would go Walking Dead
Okay.
because zombies are not as smart as raiders.
That's what I was going to say. You could definitely run away from zombies than you can raiders.
Yeah.
And they're also, I feel like they're obviously easier to kill than people.
Zombies?
Yeah.
If we're talking about like from season 1 of Walking Dead, sure.
Yeah, but I mean, if you get like a horde of zombies as opposed to a horde of people, the horde of people is more likely going to kill you than the horde of zombies.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Okay, would you rather live in the Matrix, knowing you live in a simulation but you can never escape, or would you rather live in the Terminator universe where you always have a machine chasing after you?
Oh, gosh. That is interesting. Well, I guess the Matrix.
Really?
Because the Terminator, I mean, come on. I'm not going to outrun the Terminator. Let's be real here.
No, yeah.
Anybody that says, oh, yeah, I'm going to pick the Terminator, bro, have you seen a Terminator movie?
You're not winning.
You're not going to win.
At least in the Matrix, you're just stuck in a simulation. That's it.
Yeah. You're just living life.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't know.
No, you would know.
I would know.
You would know. And
But-
you know you can't escape.
But I would just be living life.
Yeah,
I
so
would
you're
today.
basically in this like mental like torture simulation where you're like, you know you're in it, but you can't get out of it.
Can I die?
I guess technically, yeah.
Matrix all day.
Okay, would you rather be the last one alive in Final Destination but fear everything around you, or would you rather be the first one out and you just never expected death coming?
Oh my gosh. So basically, live in paranoia
Yeah.
for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Or be the first one to go and you just never saw death coming. It was like a
Freak accident. Like
yeah.
I died in my sleep. I wouldn't feel any pain.
No, you would feel pain. Like you would die like some like freaky way.
Oh.
Yeah, like a Final Destination way.
Now, let me ask you this. Will I die if I pick the first option? And I'm the last alive. Am I going to die? Or can I
No.
lock myself in a cabin?
You can lock yourself in a cabin, but you live in paranoia the rest of your life.
I guess that option. Option 1.
Mm.
Dude, I would not want
It's
to
a
feel
lose-lose.
It's a lose-lose, but I'd rather take my chances and try to live.
You just live in constant paranoia. Okay, would you rather be an Avenger that didn't get blipped, but you never get anyone to come back? Or would you rather be the one to get blipped, but when you come back 5 years later, you find out your significant other married someone else?
So let me get this right. Option 1, my significant other would never come back because she's blipped for gone.
Yeah.
Like for good.
Yeah.
But option 2, she comes back.
But she's married to someone else.
She's married to someone else.
Yeah.
But she's alive.
But she's alive.
Well, then I got to go option 2. And then I got to try to work my game and try to ruin that relationship.
Oh, he's working the game.
Just because it's a goalie doesn't mean he can't score.
Would you rather live the complete life of Captain America, go through everything he's been through, or live the life of Tony Stark and go through everything he's been through?
I love Iron Man, as you can see.
But you have to go through what they go through in the MCU.
Oh, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's super tough. I mean,
Super soldier serum, but
that would be so cool.
a life full of trauma, or a life full of trauma and you're a billionaire, but then you end up dying.
I honestly don't know why I'm going this route.
Yeah.
Because I think I would always pick Iron Man usually, but I'm going to go Captain America. here.
Really?
Yeah, I think Captain America.
Wow. Having that whole lose the love of your life, wake up 100 years later, or like 70 years later.
But then he returns to Peggy at the end.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, he truly got the happy ending.
Yeah, Tony did.
Like, Tony, like, bro.
And that is it for Would You Rathers.
Thank you guys so much for watching this week's podcast. If you're new to the channel, please smash the subscribe button and hit the like button and comment what would you do in those situations.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys tomorrow on TikTok, and we'll see you guys next week on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube.
See you on TikTok.
God bless you guys. See ya.
Love ya.